Welcome in, everybody. Viking News on Demand. We are here on a Thursday night. I'm Seth Wilkerson, Viking Sportcaster. This is also George Yarbrough joining us for the Humboldt School News Show. George, how are you, sir?
Doing well, Seth. I think I'm like everyone else. We've hit a busy time.
Yeah,
we've
yes,
hit a
we have.
busy time. So
Yes, we have.
glad to
Busy.
be on. Glad to be on.
That's right. We are in the middle of February, and it is Black History Month. I know you've probably got some events about that coming up and some other news. We do school news the first half of the show. We want to thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching on the all-new VikingNewsOnDemand.com or you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, however you've chosen to watch tonight. We appreciate you joining us on this Thursday evening. George, I'll let you start it off.
Sure. As I said, it's been a pretty challenging week. It's a lot of things going on, especially in the world of sports and and school news. But however, we're going to keep paddling through and give the people what they need to hear, and that's the news that's going on here at Humboldt Junior Senior High School and in our district and other schools. I want to start out first with some great news for our teachers. It's my pleasure that Ms. Shelton has announced Humboldt City Schools District Level 21-22 Teachers of the Year.
All right.
So they will be advanced to the region level in the selection process for the following categories.
Okay.
So I want to name those from 1 to 3 in grades pre-K through 4 is Miss Kimberly Reimer. She's at Stigall Primary School. Congratulations to Miss Kimberly. Next we have in grades 5 through 8 Miss Rosalind Carmichael at East Elementary School. So congratulations to Miss Carmichael.
Yeah.
And at our high school, grades 9 through 12 is Coach Marcus Butler, Humboldt Junior Senior High School. So congratulations to Marcus Butler on the achievement. And all our teachers that I just mentioned, congratulations on your achievements as HCS's District Level Teacher of the Year. We are so proud of you guys. So keep up the good work. We recognize your hard work and your commitment to excellence and educating our students, and we acknowledge you and salute you at this time.
That is awesome, and, for the challenging year that it has been.
Yes.
So a shout out to all of our teachers, but especially these that have been acknowledged here. All of them have worked so hard this year, George, just getting us to this point.
It has been a challenge for all our teachers, and I just want to go on record as saying a big shout out to all our teachers, administrators, support staff, cafeteria, janitorial, transportation, technology, every aspect of education that it takes to run a school day, they should be commended. It's been a challenging year, as I said earlier, with the do's and don'ts, with the pandemic in place, and it has afforded us to do things in a different manner and go above and beyond the call of duty in most endeavors regarding educating, getting students meals, providing devices from a technology standpoint, and everything regarding education has completely changed, and we have, I think, met the challenge. Have we done everything up to par and top notch? Absolutely not, but I tell you what, we've had the hardest working staff, and we've tried to do everything that the state has asked us. And then we tried to put a personal spin on things regarding us as a school district to go above and beyond for our parents and our students as well. So just want to give a big shout out to administration, to teaching staff, to support staff, and everyone who has made this year so far. We're at the 1st of February, and this year it continues to roll on, Seth. And we just want to give that appreciation to the teachers and all our staff at Humboldt City Schools.
Think about this: we are only 3 months from graduation.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing.
Wow.
That is pretty amazing. That lets you know when the new year, when the clock turned 12 midnight and we stepped into a new year, it seemed like time just took off.
Yes.
So, and that is with the school year as well. When when you're constantly and daily planning and educating and planning events regarding sports and other avenues and other venues regarding education, time tends to fly.
Sure.
I like the old saying, time flies when you're having fun.
Sure.
Well, it's been challenging this year, but it has been fun to actually know how to adapt
Yeah.
how to overcome things that you face regarding the challenges that we face with our COVID-19 pandemic. And when you look back and reflect, Seth, it is all worth it because you know what it took, you know the hard work you put in, and I just want to commend our staff.
That's right. You talked about not necessarily everything being perfect, but it's not
Right.
because of a lack of effort. That's
Absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely.
These folks have been working hard, and I think overall it's been a very successful school season so far. So yes, shout out to all of those that have been involved in our educating of our children in this community.
Yes. Want to talk a little bit about 2021 Black History Month.
All right.
Have a couple of activities going on. As you well know, on Martin Luther King
Yes.
Day, that was last month. As I said, the the months are going by fast. Just last
Yeah.
month, we celebrated Dr. King's birthday, and it's a national holiday. And David Willis and his wife, Tamiko Willis, had
Yes.
some activities out to our stadium. So that was a big success. I want to thank him for getting in the community, welcoming our facilities to him so he can have some things going on to recognize the accomplishments of such a legend in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
But to speak on the Black History Month, there's an essay contest at Humboldt Junior High School, Senior High School, that will take place. The essay will be due February the 19th in 2020.
Okay.
There will be 4 cash prizes. We'll recognize 2 junior high students and 2 high school students.
All right. So we said 2020. Is this?
Yeah.
This is actually this year, right?
This year,
so
actually,
2021.
yes,
Okay.
it's due February 2021. I'm reading my notes
That's
here, and
okay.
I think I got a little typo here.
That's
so
all right.
My apologies, but that essay will be due on February the 19th, 2021.
Okay.
And that's not far away. It's
No.
a couple of weeks away, isn't it?
That's right.
As I said, there'll be a cash prize for 4 individuals, 2 in the junior high and 2 in the high school.
Okay.
The theme, Seth, is changing the narrative of Black America.
Okay.
So the rules that go along with that theme: you must have a cover page, must be typed and double spaced, must be 500 to 1,000 words.
Okay.
What have you seen in America concerning equality? I want to concentrate on that. And what changes have been made to secure equality for all people in America?
Yeah.
Those are the 5 things I think that are regarding around the rules and guidelines. And last, how can you, as the writer, be instrumental in the changes for equality for all people in America?
Sure.
So those are the things that you want to concentrate on. If you have any questions about that essay contest, please call the school, speak with the guidance counselor, speak with the principal, Miss Kenya Hudson. She's our guidance counselor. Miss Carla Brown, she is our principal. She will be able to give you more information about that. And also, the 2 people I think that's spearheading this is Miss Tamiko Willis and Mr. David Willis. So I have their email addresses, and I want to give those out.
All right.
I'll go real slow in case somebody wants to write this down and email your essay to these individuals. First is WTAMIKO@gmail.com, and I think that's Miss Tamiko Willis's
Sure.
email address. And the other one is DJWPREACH@gmail.com, and that's Mr. David Willis. So the Willises are very instrumental in the essay contest, and we would like you guys to reach out to them. I've given the email addresses, and please, you can reach Miss Tamiko Willis at Stigall Primary School, and that number is 784-2825 if you have any more questions
Sure.
regarding the essay contest. Now, there is also a poster contest.
Okay.
That is to be held at Stigall Primary and East Elementary. And that essay is due February the 22nd, 2021.
Okay.
Okay? You turn that into the school that you attend. And that, again, is for Stigall Primary and East Elementary School.
Yeah.
There will be a first, second, and third place prize in each grade at each school. Going to go over a few guidelines for pre-K through 3rd grade. The theme there is your African American hero. So
Okay.
if you have an African American hero you would like to have a poster contest in recognition of,
Yeah.
please concentrate on that theme for your African American hero. And the rules are any African American you want to be. famous, family, or etc.
Sure.
Posters should be creative, and posters should have at least 3 facts about that person listed on there. Now, for the poster contest for grades 4 through 6, the theme is the strength of the black woman in America.
Okay.
Those rules are a black woman of influence that displays leadership, character, and has made significant strides in breaking barriers and or making a change in America.
All right.
As well as posters being creative, and posters should have at least 3 facts as well about the person. How has that person influenced your life? Those are the rules for the theme, the strength of the black woman in America for grades 4 through 6.
Yeah.
And for pre-K through 3rd grade, the theme is your African American hero.
All right.
Want to just encourage all our students, Stigall and East, get involved in that contest, as well as be creative and follow those rules and guidelines. Make sure you reach out to your principal, your teacher. I think all individuals in both schools know exactly what to tell you if you have any information or any concerns, as well as parents who want to know more about this. Just give your school a call. We'll be more than glad to, and we want to just really, really emphasize the importance of this education process and learning about black history, concentrating on the themes that they're discussing, African American heroes and the strength of black women in America. And I think you'll find that very informational. You'll find it very fun to do, and most of all, very educational.
Yes, sir. Now, I wonder, there's a couple of questions here. First off, probably due to COVID, we're not doing as many Black History programs, correct?
I think this is taking the place of Black History programs. With the governor's order, he has opened things up athletically, and he still has some limitations on things that we can do and can't do regarding gatherings. So I think these are 2 great activities at each school that has occurred: a poster contest, essay contest. These are things that I think students can get involved in and transmit their transmit their essays by email.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a mouthful, isn't it? They can transmit their essays by email, Seth, with the email addresses that I just mentioned with Miss Willis and with Mr. David Willis and Miss Tamiko Willis. And the poster contest that's occurring, you have to get with your school and get that poster up there so they can get that turned in. Again, deadlines are February the 22nd for poster contest.
Okay.
And that same deadline is also no, it's a different deadline for the Humboldt Junior Senior High School, February the 19th, 2021, for those essays.
Sure.
Okay.
And I guess another question I would have, we just celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. in January.
Right.
I wonder why February was chosen for Black History Month. Do you know? Do you know why it's February itself?
That's a question I need to research, and I can definitely find out.
That's interesting because you would think it would be January if we're going to celebrate Martin Luther King and kind of let that be your big final deal,
right?
In the month. But I mean, obviously, it's needed. The history part is very needed, and no matter what month we do it, the important thing is that we're doing it. It's kind of like celebrating Christmas.
Right.
No, he probably wasn't born on December 25th, but you celebrate it.
Right.
That's the fact, and you want to take that time to remember it. So no matter what month it is, I do believe it's very important for us to celebrate Black History Month. That's just a question I had. I wondered why it was in February. Maybe there is a significance to that month.
It probably is, and in my opinion, I think when you look at there are 2 different sets of rules that apply to those events.
Yeah.
Number one, you have such an instrumental individual in Dr. King that I think deserves his birthday as a national holiday that doesn't impede the Black History Month.
That's a good point.
Every other African American individual that has contributed to the success of America and the success of the nation. So I think looking back, you want to really, really emphasize and give credence to Dr. King, who's done such a wonderful, magnificent, amazing, and all those adjectives you can describe regarding the civil rights movement, and then sending the message of nonviolence while doing so.
That's right.
So I think that in itself serves a purpose in itself, and needs a great deal deal of emphasis put on, as well as reserving a month for other individuals, and remembering Dr. King in February as well.
That's a
but
good answer.
Two separate occasions there that I think warrant the education and the recognition that they receive.
Good answer. Very good answer.
Okay, let's move on with some school news. I'm going to move over here to, we've discussed Black History Month and activities. Yeah. We've discussed a little Teachers of the Year nominations and how they'll be moving up to the next level. We're also, Seth, I think this is worthy of mentioning, we've been given the sign-up sheet for in our offices, especially at the junior senior high school, for COVID vaccine.
Okay.
So our teachers are signed up to do that. We have made sure that we've gotten the information out to those who are interested in the COVID vaccine, and we're signed up to get that.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, I think they're still dealing with in this area those individuals that are seniors, are 70 and above.
Yes.
And that seems to be going pretty well. And but I tell you, I think I'm going to sign up and get that vaccine as an educator and being in gyms and being around people. I think it's just necessary on my behalf, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
So it's not a mandatory thing right now for Humboldt City Schools. It is still an option. They want to make sure to get that out there because you don't want that rumor floating around.
Exactly.
So
wow. I just wanted to mention that because that's worthy of individuals in our community knowing that the vaccine is being offered to us.
Yes.
And we have signed up those that are interested for the vaccine.
So from the way I understand it, once they finish that 70 and above, then they're going to turn to educators and some things like that and let them go ahead and get it too.
Absolutely.
So, okay.
Yeah, that's where we are with that. Good. And we're excited about that. And as I said, I'm going to be participating in that.
Sure.
I think we are at a position within our school that we have, after 9-10 months of the vaccine, of the pandemic, we've gotten used to the normal routine of sanitizing and wiping things down daily in our classrooms, in our buildings. Additional cleaning is taking place. The monies that we've been getting has gone toward the wipes and sanitizers and machines that we are taking very seriously to continue to disinfect and keep our school as clean as possible with the amount of traffic that comes through on a daily basis. And I wanted to just throw that out there and allow the community and those parents and the public to know that wiping down rooms and sanitizing daily is still a priority here at Humboldt Junior Senior High School.
That's probably should have been going on all along, as far as, maintaining a clean, and I'm not saying that it wasn't clean before.
Exactly.
But, this just extra times that we live in, I doubt that ever goes away, to be honest with you, George.
You're exactly
even though
right.
the pandemic's going to go away, we hope. And we're seeing some good signs even here in the state of Tennessee with numbers dropping. The vaccinations are probably helping a little bit with that as well. And, I think the sanitation, like you said, you've already got into this routine.
You have.
It's a whole lot easier to continue a routine than to break it and try to start it back. And
exactly.
So I expect that to continue.
Yeah, we'll continue doing that. I know after athletic events and things that we have in the gym, we sanitize pretty deeply, and we do some deep cleaning with the machine that we've purchased and through the funds, COVID funds that we received in our school district. So yes, it will remain a priority, and we're going to continue to look at doing that as a safety measure for our students and the folks that visit our school as well.
Very good.
Just wanted to talk a little bit about this past week. I want to bring up a couple of teachers, Miss Tiffany Pettigrew, RTI coordinator, Miss Macklin. I want to give them some shout-outs for being present and supervising the Ames Webb benchmark testing this past week. So our students took the Ames Webb benchmark test, and when you say Ames Webb and you say benchmark, this is an indication of a test of where our students need to be. Academically in some subject areas. And we do this, if I'm not mistaken, at least 2 times, maybe 3 or 4 times a year, just to see where the progress is, where we're going academically in subject areas, and want to improve on those at those points. And we recognize and we record those benchmarks
Sure.
so we can know at what point our students are academically and move
Sure.
them up the ladder.
Yeah.
So that's a shout out to those ladies, RTI coordinator Ms. Pettigrew and Coach Macklin for working and supervising those benchmark tests. Okay.
Wonderful.
There's some sad news I want to embark on just for a second.
Okay.
We lost a staff member
Aw.
there at Humboldt City Schools. She worked at Stigall in the cafeteria. Her name is Shonda Palmer. Shonda passed away a couple of days ago, and we just want to send out our condolences,
Sure.
send out our sympathy to the family. She was a sweet individual that always greeted you with a smile, and that young lady will be missed tremendously.
Sure.
I also want to go on record as saying that personally, she was a big fan of Humboldt City School athletics as well.
All right.
I've received calls from Miss Shonda on occasions just wanting to know, Mr. George, when's the ball game?
Yeah.
Can we come? What are they doing with the pandemic in place? And even prior to that, just a sweet young lady that just had a vested interest in not only her job within the district, but just she cared for kids in the community. She was a great mother figure, and she will be missed tremendously. And I wanted to just give the family my condolences, and then to also encourage the school, Stigall Primary, to keep your heads up. That cafeteria staff that's headed by Miss Jenny Hatch, be encouraged. Days like this we all have to face, but you don't face those alone.
That's
you
right.
have a support system in place, and employees in our district, a superintendent that send out a beautiful email just to encourage us and to just make us aware of the loss, and we are very, very sympathetic and just love me some Shonda Palmer, and rest in peace, young lady, and we're praying for the family.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I think on a couple of other notes, we are still continuing to develop our center at Stigall. Stigall Center, still continuing to develop our Stigall Center.
Okay.
And that's where we're placing the after-school CASA program. We're about there, getting the transition made from the alternative school to the Stigall Center regarding tutoring that will take place as part of the CASA program. So if you have any questions or you need any extra tutoring for your students that are in our district, please call Miss Elvie Patterson, who is our CASA director, and she can direct you in a way that give you the right directions on how you need to sign up and what you need to do. So we're still continuing to offer that through the CASA program, as well as CASA and other sites that's going on. And we just always want to reach out to our students to make sure that they're getting what they need as far as academic support, tutoring, homework help, or whatever is needed. We want to provide that outreach to them, because we know that we're building a generation of learners, and we're building a generation of students who's going to one day take over and take care of us. So we need them educated, and we need all the resources that we can have put in place in order to make that happen. So CASA, the after-school program, is a wonderful program that's headed by Miss Elvie Patterson. So if you have any questions or you want to get involved, either as a student that needs services or as someone that wants to volunteer, get in touch with her. We'll be glad to have that. We'll be glad to have you. We're still continuing to do our Rise to Read program.
Yes.
I started out as a coach on the Rise to Read, but my schedule got a little busy, and I wanted to commend and give a big shout out to Miss Karis Willis, who does a great job of keeping us informed, running that program. And again, very instrumental pioneers of that program is Judy and Gil Fletcher. So that is the Rise to Read program that targets third graders with getting them familiar and recognizing sight words.
Yes.
That is very important in the fundamentals of reading and how you read and the actual program that identifies words that you should be familiar with
Yeah.
to be a successful reader. So
Awesome.
just an awesome program that continues to occur, and we are very excited about that, and that continues to happen there here in Humboldt City Schools.
Awesome. And I know your roof renovations are still underway
yeah,
as well.
roof-
We're
yeah.
hopefully we're going to have somebody on pretty soon, maybe the
Right.
next week or so,
Yeah.
to talk about that as well. But just a lot of good things happening here in
Yeah,
Humboldt.
spoke with Mr. Sean. He is the construction crew supervisor, and he is going to come on, and he's going to actually talk a little bit about the progress of
Yeah.
the roof, and we're excited about that. You're going to continue to see heavy equipment. You're going to continue to see
Yeah.
guys walking around on the roof. Before I left, I went around by the high school, and I saw one of the overseers of even the entire project, and Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee Walker, I think that's his name, and he was on the roof looking at some things that had been done. But all the workers, they've kind of disappeared off the roof today, and I think the cause of that is just a little precipitation in the air. Got a little rain going on, so they started out and then they cut out and had to, redo things regarding the weather, because unfortunately, we know that Mother Nature has a lot to do with whether they come to work or not.
Yeah.
So with outside work and doing the roofing, they cut out of here pretty early today due to the forecast.
Sure.
But the project still continues to go on.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk a little bit about the shop project.
Let's do it.
Before I come out, I was a little late today getting on, but the reason why I was talking to Mr. Prince, who's over our shop and our metal industry building skills for our students there in our shop area. I found out that the welding part of our shop is done and complete, and our bathrooms are complete. So that is a huge success. He is actually now looking at getting some machines repaired. Big machines that are, I don't know the specifics of those, but I know there are some machines that we've had in our shop that's been around for a long time, and he's upgrading those machines.
Okay.
I know a couple of sets of lathes are being upgraded as well, and he's just retooling those machines and making sure that they are up to par and using the money to do that Bongard has so graciously given us to develop our shop and to get our shop in a situation to just be grounds for building skills for our young people that decide to go into the industry and the metal and fabrication of metal, cutting and just dealing with that skill there is just so instrumental, and such a need for that in industry now. So I do know that he had mentioned as well that he's taking on some projects that students are working on, and they're not taking on just little home projects, but some projects with some industries that are locally represented.
Good.
I think he did mention one in Medina. He's building some bins for. He had 3 done, and he like 7 to go. So there was an order for 10. So he is building some metal bins for some company in Medina. So we're excited that our students are actually providing that hands-on completion and building of those projects that industries in our area need. So that's exciting. So
yes, it is.
Good things are happening in our district. And
Yes, sir.
again, I want to just reach out to our community by saying, if you have any questions, concerns about any aspects of learning or academics, reach out to the schools, reach out to the principals, the teachers. Several platforms you can reach out on with Microsoft Teams, with look into Power School, Schoology. All these are set up for you, and for you to be just as informed as we can make it in order to address concerns or whatever is needed for us to assist you in that academic piece and that learning process. I know ACT has been a push here as of late, and we're still outreach and still completing those dates to where we I think we've taken the ACT on several occasions this year.
Sure.
But things still continue to happen in our district, and our concerns, your concerns, are our concerns, and just let us know how we can assist and how we can help you. We are a school that's here for you, and we reach out, and we want you to reach out to us in any form, way, form, or fashion that we can assist you in any piece of Humboldt City Schools that you are concerned about or have questions about.
All right. One other thing we want to mention before we take our first commercial break, that is a week from tonight is our school board meeting. One week from tonight, we'll be at the Humboldt City Schools Public Library there, right there at the beginning. I say not public library, Humboldt City Schools Library. Let's do that. And that's right there at the front of the junior senior high school. And we will have recaps of all of that stuff coming up here on Viking News On Demand. Sharing is caring. Make sure that you have shared this video today. We are powered by Hammer Design and Marketing. Say thank you to all of our sponsors: Bradley Owens, attorney at law; Baskerville Funeral Home; the Humboldt Chronicle; Tyson Foods; the Humboldt Lions Club; Humboldt Viking Booster Club; Rheinhausen Manufacturers. And I really appreciate also the Humboldt High School Class of 93. All of these sponsor the program right here on VikingNewsOnDemand.com, social media on Facebook and YouTube. Don't go anywhere, folks. More great stuff coming ahead. We're going to talk athletics coming up next. And you can hear the excitement in George's voice. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
This is Bradley Owens of Hardy Martin & Owens Law Firm. At Hardy Martin & Owens, we handle personal injury cases, criminal defense, divorce and family law, and wills and estates. With offices in Jackson, Trenton, and now in Milan, we are conveniently located to serve all your legal needs. Call us today at 424-2151 or on my cell, 234-2400. That's 234-2400.
Tipping the scales in your favor.
We'd like to remind folks that Humboldt only has one local history source published each week, the Humboldt Chronicle. Local government and education issues, crime and justice, people you know in the news, sports, features, and more each week at your fingertips in the print edition or online. Stop by their office at 2606 East End Drive, Humboldt, or give them a call at 731-784-2531. The Humboldt Chronicle. Nobody covers Humboldt like the Chronicle.
Do you want to know the worst thing about Mondays? No sports! Well, we fixed that. Join Colin and Seth every Monday for the Monday OT at 7 p.m.
Family and friends make life worth living. That's why at Baskerville Funeral Home, we celebrate family and friends every day. I am Chancellor Baskerville. My family is here for your family in times of need. Folks, yesterday is gone, today is almost over, and tomorrow isn't promised. So when your family and friends take their last breath, the world stops for you and us. We are available 24 hours a day. We use the latest technology along with good old-fashioned family values, common sense, and compassion. Chester, Donald, or myself are here for you and your family in your time of need. We are Baskerville Funeral Home, Directors of Distinction.
Hi, I'm Chester of Baskerville Funeral Home. We really do love the families we serve in West Tennessee, and it's an honor and privilege to take care of your loved ones. At Baskerville Funeral Home, we're committed to caring and sincere service. And again, thank you.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome Welcome back in, folks. We are powered by Haber Design and Marketing, VikingNewsOnDemand.com. And George, so good to have you with us today. George Arbor is our Humboldt City Schools Athletic Director. I'm a Viking sportcaster, and we get together every Thursday from 6 until 7. And we cover Humboldt City Schools. We've already covered the academic side of it. Now we get to have a little bit of fun. We're going to talk athletics. And George, my goodness, this has really changed in about a week or so here since we talked last. Fell hard last night. Not last night. It was a couple nights ago, Tuesday night.
Right.
And I thought the girls were going to pull off a win. I really did. It looked like they were going to pull that win off. Lost by 2 points.
Right.
And your boys fell by 4 points.
Exactly.
And that changes everything. We got to win out now to host a home game in the playoffs here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But, I say that, but also you have to look at how the other teams are going to do, too.
That's true.
Yeah,
no,
so
that's exactly right.
I think we got to figure that in. I think we still are at a third spot here with Madison on top, Gibson County, then us.
Yeah.
So when you look at Peabody and you look at Middleton, we just lost the game to Middleton, so that means we split. The next 2 games we have coming up with Peabody, Madison, they're going to be important, and they're going to be implications for our districts.
Isn't that something? So we're playing the 3 teams that are in the top. We'll be playing all of them here again. And
You've
got Peabody coming up. I'm sorry, Gibson County coming up this Friday night.
Yes.
We'll have coverage right here on VikingNewsOnDemand.com, also our YouTube and Facebook pages.
Right.
And but that's a big game. And really, I'll tell you, Gibson County, when they beat us, it felt like we should have won that game.
I think the last 3 games we should have. The games that we lost, we had a great opportunity to win those games. We just, for some reason, we didn't finish, and all those things that occurred, they're fixable.
Yes.
They're doable. We just have to find a way to finish, and that comes with good coaching, and that comes with teams digging in and just listening and doing the little things it takes in the last couple of minutes of a game that makes the difference in a win or a loss.
Oh, definitely.
So that's where we are. Let's back up. Let's talk a little district.
Yeah, let's do it.
If what we have going here. Last Tuesday, let's talk games last week. Last Tuesday, we lost a heartbreaker to Madison at home.
That was tough.
That was a tough one to take. And then that following Friday, the 29th, we come in with a big win against Halls.
Yes.
Now the gentleman from Halls, he had a pretty good game.
50 points.
50 points, put up some good numbers, but as you well know, I'm going to take a win over a high point effort and a loss.
Well, they had 60-something points total,
yes,
and the one player had 50 points.
Exactly.
So,
I think that was a 74-69 game, maybe.
I think so.
And he had 50 of those points, and
Isn't that
I
something?
tell you, that was a good performance.
Yeah.
Not taking nothing away from that young man, because the Foster kid, he's an outstanding player for Halls.
Yes.
And we congratulate him, but we were great. It felt good getting the win, especially after a heartbreaker like Madison. You have got to, for the mental and the psyche, you got to come back and win the next one.
That's right.
And that's what we did. We took care of business with Halls, and that was a big win for us. This past Tuesday, we had Middleton on the road.
Okay.
That was a game I felt like that could have went our way and should have went our way as well.
Okay.
74-70 loss with the boys, and our girls lost by 2. So you look at those games. Our girls, we won against Middleton at our place. So now we've split. So that's going to be an implication for who's going to be on the road at a higher seed, Middleton or us. So depending on how we play out with Peabody and Gibson County here and Madison with our last 3 games. So we're at that stretch to where every game is important.
Yes, sir.
You look at implications that it's going to have going into your district tournament, and then ultimately the region, and then the big dance is that last pillar that you want to get to in order to get to Murfreesboro. So
right.
We have, I said all that to say, we have, on the boys' side of things, we are, I think, still in a great position to come away with some big wins. Of course, we got Gibson County tomorrow night at
Yes.
Gibson County.
Yes.
Just to give the fans a little information, there's a link that is being sent out. If you don't have that link, please feel free to call me. I can give you that link or send you that link. As well as if you are a player, if you're a parent of a player, Coach Ingram does a great job of sending that link out as well for fans to buy tickets.
Yeah.
There's 150 tickets available for that game, but you have to buy them online, and they're not taking cash at the door. So if you think you're going to go to the game, be prepared to pay at the gate with a credit card or a debit card. You cannot pay with cash. Cash will not be accepted on the Gibson County game.
Yeah.
You either have to get your ticket on GoFan, which is a link that can be sent to you if you contact me or you contact any of the coaches on the high school level, girls or boys. They can send you that link because I sent it out yesterday. And you just have to know that in order to see that game, you got to purchase an online ticket.
Okay.
With Gibson County coming up tomorrow night, girls tip off at 6 o'clock, boys to follow, and it'll be a good night of basketball.
Yes, sir.
Now, stepping on into the next week, we have the following Tuesday, which will be February the 9th, versus Peabody. That'll be our last home game in which we'll celebrate senior night. So encouraging all parents to come out for senior night. Make sure that you get the information from your school, from your student athletes, so you'll know what time to be there and how we're going to proceed with the night. I want to give a big shout out excuse me, to Miss Brown. Ms. Brown has done a wonderful job establishing a committee to get all our senior night efforts taken care of and make that special for our seniors, being that that'll be their last home game. So we're excited about that. That brings me to the point of the governor's order as well to open up some things for athletics, Seth.
Yes, sir.
And what he's done is he's allowed us to put a cap on who we can bring in the gym as far as numbers.
Okay.
We're still doing the little things that we normally do with temperature checks, social distancing, and wearing masks. Those are requirements at our school.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that fans know that. I know we look across the gym and we see fans without masks on, and we see people without masks on. We have not lifted that as a school district, and that is totally a requirement and guideline that we put in place at our school. And we want you to wear a mask, and we want you to be safe. If you're in a household with someone, and you're sitting with them, that's strictly one of the okays of assembling and gathering. But if you're not, you're around people, wear those masks and keep that social distancing efforts available.
Sure.
And just do what it takes to be safe, because we don't want to get right here at the end and the governor decide that we need to set up another order for us to suspend play.
Yeah, and that's what happened last year. We didn't get to crown a champion in basketball, and we're trying to keep that from happening, man.
Exactly.
Man, oh man, it would be a heartbreaker to have made it through this entire season and then have to have it shut down. That would just
Right. So I encourage parents, fans, please do what it takes to make sure that our student athletes continue to have their season and they get to a point to where we can finish our season.
Yeah, if you're not doing it for yourself, do it for the seniors.
There you go.
This is their last hurrah.
That's a good point, Seth. This is our last hurrah, and I know they want that experience to look back on and to reflect on someday. So we're encouraging everybody to follow the rules, and let's keep athletics in play, and let's finish this season.
Let's do it.
All right. And then I think we're looking into our last home game, February the 12th.
Yeah.
That'll be on the road at Madison. Of course, they play at Oman Arena. Look forward to going to that game on the high school level, and that'll be it.
It's always a fun atmosphere.
It is. And I think it'll be a fun game
I
for
believe
both
it will.
teams, girls and boys.
Revenge.
Yeah.
We got 2 revenge games in the last 3.
Do. When we look at the last 3 games and how we play out for implications with the district tournament and ultimately the region and state,
Yeah.
these are games that are going to be of high importance,
I
priority.
I said 2 out of 3 revenge, but you got to remember Peabody's going to want revenge on our court as
They
well.
are. They definitely
because,
are.
We beat them in overtime, 84-80 at
Yes.
Trenton. Now that could be one of your keys for Humboldt getting a home game in the playoffs here.
It
because,
will be.
You beat them on their court. If you can take care of business and sweep them this year,
Mm-hmm.
when's the last time we swept Peabody? That's been a while.
It has been. I think last year we split. Year
We did
before
split.
last we
Yes.
split. So
Yes.
maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it's always just a good healthy rival.
Yes, it is.
With your friends from Peabody just right up the road.
That's
north
right.
of us. So we're excited about how we're going to how this end of the season will play out. The last part of our season, starting in Tuesday, January the 12th, Seth, has been strictly district games.
Okay.
So this is the nuts and bolts. This is the meat of the season right here. It's not the appetizer. This is the main course, man.
That's
You got to be ready to pull up to the table, and you got to be ready to get your fork and spoon, and you got to eat.
That's
so
right.
Let's
do it.
We're excited about it, and I
Yes.
think we're in a position to finish strong. And I think I know our coaches will have our girls and our boys in a position to finish strong and to just have a good end of the year push toward our district tournaments and our postseason play.
Yes, sir. I apologize to those watching right now. I promise you I don't have a strobe light behind me. I don't know what is going on with the light here, but for some reason it's not doing it to you in the same room, George, so I don't know what's happening here.
Well.
But anyways, it's blinking and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but we're at least you're getting the information that
Absolutely.
you need. Now, let's talk a little junior high basketball.
Yeah,
because,
let's do it.
We kind of did this backwards today, and that's okay. We're just changing it up. But junior high boys and girls have been playing hard, and we're in this Middle Tennessee School Association, Middle Tennessee Basketball Association,
right?
Middle School Tennessee Basketball Association.
There
I'll
you
get it right.
go.
There it is.
There we go.
So they traveled the other night, went all the way up to, was it Whitehaven?
Whiteville, Tennessee.
Yeah. How did that all go? I know that was a big night.
Yeah, it was. Actually, our girls they lost in the first round. That was last Saturday, January the 30th.
Yeah.
They went up, played probably one of the better teams in that district.
Yeah.
In our sectional. I have to get this right because with the middle school it's sectionals and area.
Okay.
With high school, it's district and region. So we
same
finished
thing. It's just different vernacular.
Just different terminology. But our girls probably played one of the best teams in that entire section, and that's Ridgemont. They're in the Union City and Obion County area. Yeah. That is a good little team. They shoot the ball well. They press. They're fundamentally sound, and they're well coached.
Yeah.
And to say the least, they just had their way with us, which has given them the right to. They've earned the championship game tonight. That game is being played now, if not already, against Lake County, the Falcons of Lake County, which is we've played them as well, and they're one of our Class A opponents that's in our area. So anxious to see who won that game, and I know I'll probably be able to report that next week.
There you go.
As we speak, that game is being played, if not already, or close to finishing up.
Sure.
Our boys will be playing tonight at 7:30, which we're going to air here at 6, correct?
Yes.
So our boys will actually be playing after the show airs, and we will be able to give you information on how they did. They'll be playing Lake County as well.
Okay, so this airs on Thursday night, so we play tomorrow night, and so you'll want to watch that right here on Viking News on Demand.
Right.
We're on VikingNewsOnDemand.com. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook, and we're going to go on the air at 5:45. Now, this is at Gibson County. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to have Chance Baskerville joining me again. Colin Streeter's going to be in the house. We're going to give you heavy hitting on Friday night. And we're going to do our best to have better camera angles, get you some good shots down near the basket as well. And I'm not just talking about them shooting the basket. I'm talking about us with our camera shots. So we hope it's all the way around. We can give you a great experience at home. Because, again, even though they're allowing people in, a lot of folks just don't feel comfortable getting out to a game right now.
Right.
So we're just glad to be able to provide this to you. Appreciate our sponsors for allowing us to do this. George, it's been a great first year of coverage, and we're just going to keep building off of this.
Yeah.
It has continued to get better. I went back the other day, George, and I watched the first football game we did.
Really?
And then I watched our last basketball game, and I thought, you look at the quality of the cameras. You look at even I think we're getting a little bit better with getting it done and the production side of it. And so we got scoreboards and all of that coming in. So it's just been a great first year, and it's only going to get better from here.
Well, Seth, I really am pleased and happy that we get the coverage that we get, and not only athletic events, but when there's a signing, when there's an event that we've asked you to cover with our homecoming activities this past year. You've stepped up and you've made the video with our staff, and I'm more than pleased. You're doing the interviews at halftime with our coaches, and then before games and after games, and man, I tell you, this has been a accommodation and a platform for others to see that I think otherwise they wouldn't have been able to do this had it not been for your sacrifice and your commitment to Humboldt City Schools, not only academics, as I said, but athletics and every aspect of coverage and recognition that our school can get. When asked, you've done a wonderful job of providing that, and thanks to all the sponsors who've helped make this happen. With if I start mentioning them, I'll forget, so I'll let you do that later.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll do that again. But this is a state of the art. This is a platform that is unlike no other. You can see, and you can, if you're not safe, don't feel safe getting out, there's a resource for you to look at things that actually occur in the area of the events that's taking place at Humboldt City Schools, and we're so proud of that. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. They charge a whole lot for cameras to be set up in programs like this to occur, and we've looked at several different options regarding that. But with Seth being here and Booster Club helping fund this, Chance Baskerville and his commitment to our students in our school district, I am just overjoyed and very pleased with the recognition and outreach and just coverage that you've given us. So I thank you on behalf of not only the athletic department, but also on behalf of Humboldt City Schools.
Yes, sir. We look forward to discussions here coming up very soon about possibly even, providing some sort of better coverage even of your graduation, because I know, come May, we still may have some restrictions in place for gatherings. You just never know. And then also last year we sold DVDs of
How did that go, Seth?
That went very well.
Good.
We sold somewhere around 30 copies of the DVD of graduation.
Awesome.
Which was kind of a spur of the moment. And so we look forward to hopefully being able to do, and it's going to be better this year because last year we used iPhone cameras, but this year we got these 4K cameras from the Booster Club, and we can produce a very good video for you. So looking forward to that, and a lot of great things still coming. We've got our Monday night sports show, Thursday school news show that you're watching now, and then basketball coverage that we're still doing. And we're going to figure out something maybe with some baseball. I know baseball, softball. We got two different things there. Now, a lot of times they're playing at the same time. So it's going to mean that I need to make sure I give equal coverage to baseball and softball. We won't be able to do every game because the game times are kind of awkward, okay? They're up in the day. We'll re-air some of them at night. Then you can always go to our website and watch into the archives tab. So we're going to work some things out there, softball and baseball, maybe cover a couple home games apiece and get them some coverage as well. And just a lot of great things happening that we want to get the word out. Our school, like you said, the size of school that we have to be able to have a production like this is unreal.
Absolutely.
And so, and everybody's been very open to it. It's been a great experience.
We've had the support we've needed, and as I said, we've got the people in place with yourself and just making sure. It's a huge endeavor for an athletic director to have every piece in place and to worry about a lot of different things that need to occur in order for an event such as a basketball game or a football game or a softball, baseball, volleyball, track. That is huge.
Yes, sir.
So, which brings me to the point that Coach Reed has been very, very.
Yes.
He's been very instrumental in assisting me this year, and to that point, he is going to be over a lot of the football operations that's going to occur this upcoming year, and that assistance is much needed because football, it is a lot of moving parts regarding scheduling, helmets, equipment. Press box, things in place that need to occur that I've done in the past and just really have done it just with great endurance and having to always be on top of things. And I think with him coming on board and the decision being made to hand football to Coach Reed and for him to, he knows it.
Yes.
He loves it. He played it, and he's
played
respected.
it. He's coached it.
He's coached it. He's done everything in that aspect of football. So why not take that help and use that help in the best way that we have and the expertise that he has regarding football, and I'm excited to bring him on board. He's working out some contracts. I've kind of made some arrangements to push some different responsibilities toward Coach Reed, and overall and ultimately we're going to ask him to just make that Friday night happen and guide and lead that football program in the way that we know he can, and to get involved with our coaches. And I'm still here to help Coach Reed. We're still going to do this thing together, but ultimately he is going to be handling football, and I'm excited about that.
You just opened that can of worms. Here we go. Football.
Yeah.
We haven't had Coach Pettigrew on. He's coming.
He's coming. He's coming.
But how long will it take us before we really are able to start talking about a staff? Because obviously you got your key piece in place.
Yes.
We've got our head coach. You've got some other guys that have coached on this team. Are there going to be some major shakeups? Are we expecting that, or has Pettigrew kind of tipped his hand yet?
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. That we're moving in that direction for him to define his staff.
Okay.
And I'm going to defer that question to Coach Reed. Okay. I'm going to get him involved because he is going to be closer to that situation than I will be. Yeah. I will be informed and we will know, but I want to make sure that we get an accurate response to that question and make sure that we are telling you the right thing.
Yes, sir.
And with him being in charge of that football program, I just want to let him make sure that we tell all our fans and all our people involved just how it is and and give them the accurate information.
That'll work.
Yes, sir.
That will work. Well, I appreciate it, George.
Sure.
You got anything else sports-wise?
Hey, let's just know that if we win tonight,
all
and
right.
I don't say if in a.
No, you're talking about high school tomorrow.
I'm talking about junior high basketball versus
junior
Lake
high.
County.
Yeah.
We're at Whiteville right now, and hopefully I'll be able to announce that we've won this game.
Yeah.
And we'll be moving on to the state basketball tournament, junior high, Tennessee Middle School Athletic Association in Murfreesboro on next week. That will be the 12th and 13th, Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th.
Right.
We will have games. It's just as soon as we win this game versus Lake County, and I look forward to that. I'm going to be able to pitch out some information too. We want to have a recognition plan, and that'll be some last minute planning depending on the results for the night. And I want some sponsorship for us having to make the travel and get an overnight approval for us to do so on next week when that happens. Okay, so stay tuned. We're going to let you know we want to focus on our junior high tonight and make sure that they bring home a win. We beat this team twice, and it's going to be a huge endeavor to do it 3 times, but I think we have it in us.
That is not your timer to stop talking.
Okay, no problem. All right. I was thinking, I may need to be quiet.
My phone, I have an alarm going off on my phone over here, and I can't get to it, so I apologize about that. So junior high, they win tonight, but go to the state tournament. That's really what we got to know. Tomorrow night, big game. you win out, for sure you get a home game, and that's what you really just want to do anyways. You want to win the final 3 games for your Viking boys, and we'll just kind of keep you up to date. So join us tomorrow night, 5:45 at Gibson County. Thank you so much, George.
No problem, Seth.
I appreciate it. All right, Viking News on Demand with Seth and Colin. That was George Arborough. I'm Seth Wilkerson. Until next time, God bless you. Have a great rest of your evening.